Hi, my name is Rachel Klein, the chef at Or Restaurant Tamo Bar at the Seaport Hotel in the Seaport District in Boston. Today we're cooking a potato puree with some fine herbs and truffle butter. I've already cut the potatoes, boiled them in some water and kosher salt, and strained them, and right now they're steaming out. That way they're not mushy when we do end up mixing it all together. I've got some heavy cream that I've boiled over and scalded, which we'll also incorporate into the potatoes. So after the potatoes come out of the pot and you steam them out for probably about 5 to 7 minutes, you want to put them through a rice mill. Basically, a rice mill will crush your potatoes and remove any skins or eyes that might be left. So as you can see, the potatoes are nice and riced and they've been put through. And we're going to take our butter, lots of butter, and start folding it in to incorporate. A lot of times people make the mistake of overworking their potatoes, and that's when it gets gummy. There's so much starch in potatoes that you kind of just need to go gently and kind of fold in your cream and your butter. So puree is looser than a mashed potato and has no lumps. So it might seem like I'm putting in a lot of heavy cream, but it's actually exactly what you want to do. Usually I'll use about a pound of butter to about a pound of potatoes. You don't have to add a lot of salt because you've cooked the potatoes in salted water, and then you want to add some white pepper. The white pepper is a little spicier but at the same time milder than a black pepper, and it also works really well with the white potato. It doesn't leave black specks. I mean, you've worked so hard to get it creamy and smooth, and the last thing you want are black specks. You know how much butter you should put in by the mouthfeel. You kind of just want to keep adding the butter until it has like a really silky texture in your mouth. If it's a little grainy or granule, then you know it's not enough butter. A chef I used to work for when I first started cooking actually told me that potato puree had to feel sexy in your mouth. So if you can kind of get an idea of what sexy food would be, potato puree is considered a sexy food. So I finished incorporating the butter and the cream. You can see that it has like a sheen to it, and it's the right texture. So now we're going to put through a chinois, which is a fine mesh sieve, and push that through with a ladle. See how it's looser than a regular mashed potato, but it's not as thin as a soup or a sauce. So we're going to pretty much, with your ladle, push it through. And this is going to get all the lumps out, any small, fine ones that might be there. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end, and it's a real crowd pleaser. And there's such a big difference between a regular mashed potato and a potato puree. So once you finish passing it through your chinois, just want to give it another little mix, make sure it's all incorporated, and then we're ready to plate. So now we're finished putting the potato puree through the chinois. We're going to plate it, and you can see it holds to the plate. It's really silky. It has a nice sheen to it. It's really fattening and delicious, but it's great for Thanksgiving, and it's a little bit different than a regular mashed potato. So to garnish, I'm just going to take a little bit of black truffle butter, throw it right on top, let it just melt in. I'm going to just tear some celery leaf, a little bit of tarragon, and some dill, and ready to serve. It's a potato puree with black truffle butter and some fine herbs.